you're going to need a fork and a knife. This is Deep Dishing Sports with Bruce and Eli.
Let's move on to the other team that Jerry Reinsdorf owns, who's also on the up and up, and that's the Chicago Bulls.
Yep.
Because we have the draft coming up next week. A couple of days following after that, free agency starts. And we have a new start to the 2021 season, and that's December 22nd, I think.
Yeah. Gave LeBron no time to rest, but whatever. Let's go. It's cool.
LeBron had plenty of rest before that, so I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for him at all.
What?
Anyway.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he had like 3 months of just sitting at home. I mean, everybody did, but...
Stop it.
If he's the GOAT, he'll be all right. If he's the GOAT, he'll be all right. Anyway.
I thought you said he is the GOAT. That's what you said?
I said if.
Okay.
No, he's your GOAT. So, since he's your GOAT, Bruce, he'll be all right.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
There are a bunch of rumors going on right now with this Bull squad, and I want to get your take, Bruce, on some of these rumors that are out there now. To kind of set the table for this. So the Bulls obviously have a new regime, right?
Yeah.
They went out and hired AK. And Mark Eversley to kind of run the basketball operations for the Chicago Bulls. They went out and hired brand new coach Billy Donovan. So we're looking at a brand new Bulls culture, I think, at this point. And then we also got the 4th pick, which is just another cherry on top.
Yeah.
That the fact that we, because we were predicted to get the 7th pick in the lottery, which is what we've got for the past 9 years straight. But we got top 5 with the 4th pick. Now, before I get to the rumors, Bruce, you're obviously a college head, and you know a lot of these young prospects coming up in this draft. If the Bulls were to stay put at number 4, not trade up, not trade back, who would intrigue you at the number 4 spot?
Oh man, I'm high on Anthony Edwards out of Georgia. I saw this kid. I watched a couple of his games playing in the SEC, going against Kentucky, Tennessee, those type of teams. And this kid, man, he was the best player in the SEC. He was the best player probably in college. And I wish, and that's the one thing that I miss about college basketball was March Madness, because you would have saw this kid, man. He was electric. And I just think, and here's the thing. So I know the Bulls need a playmaker. I get it. They need a point guard that's going to create. But it's just hard to pass up on this type of talent. And I think that with Billy Donovan and his history with guards, this kid would be perfect, man. He'd be perfect. 6'5". Just he could score on every level, from the 3-point line, mid-range. He can get to the bucket. He's quick. He's explosive. And to me, he's the out of the top. Probably just in the draft. To me personally, he could step in now and get you 20. Right now, he could get you 20. And so if someone's like that available, you can never have too many scores on your team. You can never have too many Zach LaVines on your team. I don't know how you would make that work.
I was going to say, you sure?
Yeah, but and that's the thing. I don't know how you make that work, but, I trust Billy Donovan. I trust him. And if you get a kid like Anthony Edwards, I'm going to say this. I'll go out on a limb and say this. If you get a kid like Anthony Edwards, I would be okay with trading Zach LaVine. That's how confident I am in this kid's game.
Interesting.
So,
very interesting. Now there are some rumors out there that that the Bulls are interested in trading up in this draft to either number 2 or number 1, because apparently there's a rumor going out there saying that the Bulls are in love, quote unquote, in love with LaMelo Ball. Now, I have watched some videos of some guys trying to break down his tape and say that like he's not a cancer that a lot of people are thinking that he might be, and he's not a Lance Stevenson type player who's gonna just be holding the ball for the entire shot clock and chucking up just crazy shots. I saw some people break down some film and try to defend him in that, and I kind of see that. But what are your thoughts on LaMelo Ball? I mean, obviously he didn't play any college ball, but
right.
What are your thoughts on if the Bulls are in love with this kid?
I mean, oh man, 6'7", a 6'7" point guard. Just from a talent standpoint, like a entertainer, this is the dude that you want. Like if you want to sell tickets, like you want to get you a LaMelo Ball.
Right.
He has, the one thing that I will say about LaMelo Ball is that he has tremendous vision, probably better vision than his brother. And his handles are real nice. His jumper is a little awkward, but I think that's something that that could be worked on in his career. And you got he's only 19, so he's still developing body wise. He's still going to develop game wise. Here's the thing, man. It's defensively, forget about it. He probably won't learn how to play defense his entire career.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
But I just think from just pure talent and upside is the key with LaMelo Ball, because 6'7", and here's the thing, kid's still growing, man. He's still growing. He'll hit maybe 6'8", 6'9", and with his handles, that could be scary. So look, man, the Bulls need as much talent as possible. So if they do get LaMelo Ball, I mean, okay, buckle your seatbelts.
Yeah,
buckle your seatbelts and get ready. But I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be mad if they get LaMelo Ball either, because, like I said, they need the talent. They need to stack as much talent as possible. We're not in a position where we could say, "Oh, I don't want this guy and I don't want that guy." The Bulls lack talent on their team.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I was just about to ask you, because obviously, if they do want LaMelo Ball, they're going to have to trade up. And if they want to trade up, they're going to have to give up some assets.
Yeah.
Is there anybody on the Bulls right now that are untouchable on draft trades, not just trades in general, trades for a superstar, an all-star, whatever?
Yeah.
I'm just talking about a draft day trade to move up in the draft.
No.
Are there any untouchables on the Bulls squad for you?
No, not at all.
No. So you would trade Zach LaVine to move up to get LaMelo Ball?
Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to the question. I'm not trading anybody currently on the Bulls roster to move up in the draft.
Oh, so you say everyone's untouchable? You think?
Yeah.
You wouldn't trade a player? Yeah,
because there's no look, as talented as these kids are. There's not a Zion Williamson. There's not a Ja Morant happening in this draft. As Anthony Edwards, he's great, but I'm not touching nobody on my current roster to trade to get a Anthony Edwards or a LaMelo Ball or a James Wiseman. Like no, not at all.
Okay, so you wouldn't trade like a Wendell Carter?
No, nope.
Wow. Okay.
No. And you know how I feel about this roster. You know how I feel about this Bulls roster. I'm not like in love with this roster, but for this particular draft, no. At 4, you could sit back. You could sit back and let's just see who falls to you, and then you make your move right there. But so don't trade up.
Would you be cool with them trading back?
No. Stay at 4. What are you trading back for? To accumulate more picks? No, you don't.
Maybe they can get another first round pick next year.
Get
another veteran role player for this year.
No. Don't do it. Reconsider.
Okay.
Yeah, don't do that.
All right. Well, Bruce, the GM, has spoken.
Watch how it all plays out. They're gonna trade 6 players on that roster for LaMelo Ball. Watch how it plays out.
I mean, there's also some saying out there that the Bulls have been very quiet in terms of what they want to do. There's been some rumors on the current Bulls players' agents that are kind of like scared because there's no word about how AK and Mark Eversley feel about their players.
Right.
So the agents are kind of like scared in terms of, can my guy get traded on draft night just like this without in a blink of an eye?
Right.
So that is I would say is a very nice change compared to the previous regime that almost every year just kind of was like, all right, nothing's going on, guys. We're just going to draft where we're at. No one has to worry about anything. Everyone's good. We're good.
Yeah.
And this regime is kind of making it not known in terms of what they want to do, which is nice. But I mean, this LaMelo Ball noise just keeps getting louder and louder. Yeah.
And just a couple of people that's commenting on a Facebook Live, like, Sam, who's one of our day ones, he makes a good point. He said, in the NBA, anybody could get 20 points. Facts. That's true.
That is true.
But if you could have 20 point, multiple, triple, 4 20-point players on your team, like I said, you just want to get as much talent as possible. Sarat says no one plays defense in the NBA anymore. That's true too.
Yeah,
except for LeBron.
Oh God.
Except for LeBron and Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis, I'll give you that one.
Okay.
The other one's a big question mark. Anyway, and it's not to take away from this Bulls roster, because I think even we said before the start of last year's team that the Bulls have talent. Like they have talent. We still don't know the possible ceiling of Kobe White because we didn't really see a whole lot of him. Jim Boylan just wanted him to learn from the bench last year. We didn't get to see a whole lot of him last year. I think we do have a lot of talent. They just weren't coached well. And that could make a world of a difference.
Yeah.
Because you look at some of the teams that made some noise in the playoffs in the bubble this past year, like Denver, Utah. I mean, these are teams that have like 1, maybe 2 really good players, and the rest of them are just role guys. Mm-hmm. And they were just really well coached basketball teams. So I think we obviously do need a superstar. We do need a franchise-changing player. But outside of that, I think we have a lot of good, talented players that just need to learn how to win. They need to learn how to win basketball games. And I think Billy Donovan can do that. And I think this upcoming season is going to be very interesting to watch. I think it's going to be very exciting to watch. The Bulls have had a lot of rest.
Yeah.
They did not go to the bubble, so they've been sitting at their houses for like, I don't even know, what was it, like 6 months?
It's
something like that.
It's been a while. It's been
6-7 months. So they're going to be rested. They're going to be ready to go. I'm excited to see this Bulls squad.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for some Bulls basketball to be relevant again in this city. We'll see.